Already know who it is. It's JAH-ACE from JAH-ACE TV, man. You know, happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. We definitely gonna go in on this one, man. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna play no games, man. We just gonna let the peoples come in the building, and we definitely gonna give salute to all the people that lost their lives, man, trying to fight that good fight. You know, we lost a lot of good people along the way, and you know, we definitely just gonna commemorate them on this beautiful day. Because for those that don't know, at one point in time, a lot of people didn't even want to celebrate Martin Luther King Day. But we ain't even gonna hold things up. We gonna get right into this one. You know, please do me a favor and share this with your people, because this is something major and it's very important. You know, this topic that we gonna discuss today, man. Salute. Share the love, y'all. Share the love. Salute, salute, salute. You already know what it is. It's JAH-ACE from JAH-ACE TV once again, y'all. You know what I mean? Yeah, we gonna get deep today, man. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day, man. You know, a lot of things that happen in history, man, but for some reason it seems like some things just don't change, you know, and I wanted to get into this today, man. I wanted to touch on some real heavy stuff because it seems like us as black people, we continue to go through certain things. So I got some guests up on the on the panel today. We definitely gonna hold a reasoning, and we gonna really get deep today, man, for real. I'm gonna bring my guests up on here. Yo, salute, King.
What up? What up? What up?
Salute, salute.
What's good with you, man? 3D, what's happening, brother?
Yo, what up, Rich? What's happening with you?
Everything great, man.
Yeah, so let the people know who y'all be.
The name 3D from Best Eye, Brooklyn guy. That's all. Ain't nothing.
And my
What's
name is
up?
Rich from Flatbush.
Who?
Rich from Flatbush.
Big Rich. What's up, man? How you, bro?
Man, I'm always great, brother. Just glad to, to see you guys on this platform and proud of you, man, with JAH TV and all that you're doing, man. This is really I mean, I can't give you your flowers enough, man. I really appreciate it, and I'm glad that you're doing with this whole platform you got going on, man. I'm proud of you.
You know, thanks a lot, man. You know, I'm just doing what I do, bro. You know, at the end of the day, only we could do certain things at the end of the day, man. You know what I'm saying? And we always, you know, we make our own tunes, man.
Yeah,
You know, everybody doing their thing, I'm doing my thing, you know what I mean?
that's right.
That's all you can do, champ.
And it's all about moving the needle and pushing the envelope, you know?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, salute the cars, man. Kasim out of East New York, Cyprus, man.
God, what
Salute.
up? What
Peace.
up, boy?
Queen Mo Fire, salute. Thanks a lot. Dice, salute. Sunny Winter, salute. Yeah, so we ain't gonna play no games. So a lot of people don't know that. I had some people even ask me what's today's day. Like they didn't even know today was Martin Luther King Jr. Celebration. You heard?
It's kind of crazy.
So, and it's sad that we continue to go through the shit that we going through right now, man. You know, as a people still to this day. Because you saying what? Martin Luther King was pushing the envelope, what, in the 60s?
60s. Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
why is it that we still going through what we going through?
Go ahead.
Man.
Go ahead, Rich.
I mean, we still going through what we go through. I mean, it's like a lot. We've accomplished a lot as a people, but yet we still have so much more to go, man. You know, it's still. I mean, a long race, and we're trying to get there. I mean, I hope and pray that we get there in my lifetime. You know, but it's like they took away certain dynamics for Black people, and they offer some other dynamics. You know what I'm saying? So it's. I mean, I'm gonna get into it. It's like it's a lot, man. It's a lot that we're dealing with as far as the people, man. You know, a lot of us don't. I mean, a lot of us. You know, I think in the '60s, you know, when our parents was teenagers, I think it was a lot more love within the community, and it's like we really don't have that love, that camaraderie in the community like we used to have in the '60s. You know, in the '70s, kind of changed things. In the '80s, you
Mm-hmm.
know, like we don't have the love in the community like we once have. You know, I'm not to say that that's the reason, but there's so many different elements that plays a part of it, man.
I think
That
that's one of the big reasons though, Rich. I think that, and unity. Like we're not unified a lot, like in a lot of things that we do. Like no matter what happens to us, the beat down by the police or whatever it may be, murders, even murdering on each other, we don't have unity like that. We come together for a big event for like a couple of months. Like, oh, they did this to us. Let's march. Let's do this, that, and the third. But then after that, it dies down, and we go back to doing our lives, being whatever we being, and doing things we doing. I think that's one of the most important things about it. We need unity, bro. Like, and it can't just be when something happens. It has to be when things just it's not happening. Like, it's like when like we say, yo, bro, damn, only time we see each other is when at funerals. Like, why we
yeah,
can't see them more? It's that kind of stuff. Like, yo, we just don't.
Say that again, 3D.
It's like we know how we say, yo, little bro, damn, only time we see each other is at funerals. You know what I mean? Mad people die, then you see everybody. Oh shit, ain't see you mad months, Rich. You ain't see what mad months, Ace, or years or whatever it may be. But we need that without funerals, bro. We need to be together, unified. And I'm not. Come on, bro. I'm not singing no hymns, no Negro hymns as they call them, right, bro? Because I understand that everybody not going to be cool and all that, bro. I'm not making no stupid shit like that, bro. But I understand that we need more unity amongst each other, bro, than anything, bro. To have some kind of tolerance with this shit, bro. That's how I look at it, bro.
man.
Yeah,
We
I'm
definitely.
definitely in agreement. You
You heard?
heard?
Yeah, I
Say that
heard.
again. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely in agreement, man. And it's just a sad reality though, bro.
It is. It is.
So
You know,
what you
but
say? Go ahead, Rich.
no, I'm sorry. It's like one thing that bothers me, you know, that the police do is like kind of like, you know, what he said is that we these issues, you know what I'm saying, a lot of us don't really take it personal, like, you know what I'm saying, we used to, because, you know what I'm saying, it's like it happens, and I guess a lot of us become immune to what happens, what the police do to us as far as brutality, and we come so immune to it. It's like it's okay. I mean, I won't say it's okay, but as long as it doesn't affect no one in our neighborhood or nobody that we know, we really don't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
it's like when it happens home though, it's a different taste. You know what I'm saying? When it
Yeah.
happens home or someone dear to you or a relative, a cousin, or mother, you know what I'm saying? Because the police, they do what they do. You know what I'm saying? They don't care if you old lady or if you're a young kid. They do what they do.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
They don't
Fact.
discriminate when it comes to I guess exercising their authority. You know?
Agree.
They do what they do. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like a lot of times we don't care as long as it ain't nobody in my family, ain't none of my loved ones, it ain't none of my friends. But yet it's with some of our peoples though, man. You know?
I agree with you. I'm guilty of that, Rich. Like that's why I say I can't sit here and preach to nobody, but I'm guilty of that. You know what I mean? And it's a shame. Like I know that I'm guilty of it, and it's still a shame because I feel bad behind it, bro. Like it's like you said, if it ain't close to me, like when when John's cousin got murdered, it was like I felt that because I knew, bro. So it was like, yo, how dare they? Boom, yo, I want to go out and do whatever I got to do and beat it. But when even like, you know, one of the biggest cases in the world, George Floyd, it was like, yo, that's fucked up, man. I'm mad, but I didn't feel the same way, which is bad, bro, because it doesn't matter who it is, bro. I gotta feel the same about any black person that's getting murdered out here for no reason at all.
Yeah.
Who is by the police or whoever it may be. So that's like I said, I own up to mine, bro. You know what I mean? Like I'm never one of these guys like, yo, I do so nah, bro. But that's full of shit. So I know, like I said, I felt more pain in my heart when Say passed. Well, I'm sorry, didn't do that to him. When Say got murdered, then when George got murdered. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's so funny. Me and Say we worked together quite a few times, man. And it's such a small world. And I found out later on that who he's related to. It kind of blew my mind
because crazy, right? Me too.
I seeing the same loved ones at the you know, at the service. I'm like, yo, what you doing here? They're like, yo, you didn't that's family. I was like,
dark skin beauty salute, man. Yeah, everybody share this live, man, because we about to go in right now. So I'm about to show something real quick, Rich, man, and 3D, man. Hold on a second, man. We gonna get into this, man. We ain't gonna play around with this, man. It's too serious of an issue, and it's too much going on, and there's a lot of things that get ignored. Like you said, it only matters when it hit home. We can't do that, man.
Good. That's dope. All right, I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying?
right.
I'm gonna tase him. I'm gonna tase him. They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Don't resist. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Stop it.
Help!
Stop
Help,
it.
please! Help!
Do not
I'm not
move.
resisting. I'm not resisting.
Do not move.
Okay,
If not, I'm gonna tase you again.
okay. Okay. Help me. Okay.
Here, over. Stop it. Stop it.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. No, when I look at that, you know, you can't say even. You got to come up with a whole nother word, man. That can't be part of the training.
That's evil, bro. That's straight up evilness right there, bro. That's not giving a fuck about nothing, bro, or nobody, bro. Like, what was he doing? I didn't see him moving, bro. Like he wasn't even flinching. Like I'm trying to figure out what was he doing. Let's just say let's take it to another level, right? Let's just say I am a cop right now, whatever, right? I'm a civilian, whatever you want to call it. I'm on the police side. I'm trying to figure where in that video where I can give them a right to do what they was doing, bro. I just don't see it, bro. Like that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a tussle or something. Like I don't see it. I'm trying to figure this shit out, bro. Where does that make sense at?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. When I looked at that, I'm not gonna hold you. Tears came to my eyes because at the end of the day, you know, they dead ass wrong. You know what I mean? But let me just go back so the people could know who we talking about, what we talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to let the people know, get them an idea of what's going on here, man. So
Shit
I know
crazy.
that hit you 3D, man.
Yeah, that shit crazy, bro. He wasn't even moving. Like I saw that shit before. I couldn't even. I was like, yo, I don't want to watch it no more. But you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you gotta face that type of shit, bro. That's reality. It's crazy. That's a reality right now, though.
So we talking about him. His name is Keenan Anderson. You heard? Keenan Anderson.
Yeah.
So Keenan Anderson is from LA. He's a teacher out there in LA. Young dude, father, husband, was out there doing his thing. You know, he got into a little car accident. No, fender bender, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
And something happened where the police came on board and they just started getting a little too crazy with it, man. It's like they look to harm the black man without any questions asked, man. And it's like they want us to always even when we comply, it's not enough.
Nah, because you ain't doing it the way they want you to do it.
Like it's plain, it's definitely plain in eyesight that this dude was scared to death.
Yeah.
Just like most black people when they come amongst law enforcement, you know, they think they're gonna die.
Crazy.
Yeah, so we talking about Keenan. So if y'all want to look further into the story, Keenan Anderson, this happened recently, and he's also, so this is so y'all know this as well, man. I'm gonna bring y'all up to speed with this too. I don't even know if y'all know who this is, man. Her name is Patrice Cullum. Patrice Cullum is the she's one of the co-founders of the Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Right. So look at this. It hit home. So she's always on the front line, going out there, you know, fighting for you know, the injustices that happen.
Right.
But now this happens to somebody that's directly related to her.
We just talking about that, right? That's crazy. And she was already out there.
You know, she be out there, she be on the front line doing her thing. And look what's going on. Look what happened to her, man. I mean, look what happened to him.
Right.
You know, I want your 3D.
I'm listening to you, bro.
Now, when you look at this, right? That video, we're gonna show the video one more time.
I'm gonna tase him. I'm gonna tase him. He's been trying to kill me. He's trying to kill me. Leave me alone. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Don't move. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Stop it.
Help!
Stop
Help,
it.
please! Help!
Do not move.
No resistance.
Do not move.
Okay.
If not, I'm gonna tase you again.
Okay. Help me. Okay.
Here, over. Stop it. Stop it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me that's fair, bro. You can't tell me that ain't foul. You can't tell me that can't be any one of us right here. Because what was he doing to deserve that?
I don't know, bro.
I mean, he was doing nothing to deserve that.
I don't know, bro. I can't. Like I said, I could be devil's advocate. I can't be devil's advocate on that, bro. I just don't see it, bro. Well,
I mean, you hear him clearly state, "Don't kill me."
don't kill, yo.
You
Said
know,
don't move. He said okay. Like, I don't know, bro.
you know, stop resisting. I mean, you tasing me. I mean, a person's going to move.
You're gonna buckle. That's just wild, bro. Or she's wild.
And then when you see when he's doing what he's doing, evidently the police he has no remorse for human life, bro.
No.
Yeah.
No.
At all.
No.
So because of what happened, what you just saw in that video, he died, man.
I heard.
So do you know, do y'all know how much voltage comes out of that taser?
I really don't.
50,000
right.
watts, bro.
Yeah, I did hear somebody. I thought it was 40, 50. Okay. That's crazy.
Right? See that right there on the screen, 3D?
You know, I gotta get up a little. Okay, work about to live it. Yeah. 5 seconds. Taser stun gun is that you can use a taser from 20 feet away while stun gun only works close.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it gets out of hand when you see stuff like this happen over and over and over. So, and it's always our people.
Always our people.
But why is that, Rich? Why is it all these years later? We on Martin Luther King Jr. Day today, but why is it still happening to our people, bro? Just us.
I think, you know, I don't want to get into it too much as far as.
You got to get into it, Rich.
I think it's like the fear of a black man. You know, a lot of these officers. I'm not saying all officers are bad because that's wrong. Because I know some pretty decent officers that works
Right.
in the department, but you have a selected few officers that they it goes back way back into, I guess, the beginning of time, that a lot of officers, they just have this complex and this fear of a black man. That's what I could see. That's what, like, the times that I've encountered with police, they've automatically had their guns drawn, and I've done nothing to provoke them to have their guns out. But it's just I guess our presence alone sometimes is so powerful that
Aura.
they feel like they have to combat us with with everything they got, whether they shoot first and ask questions last. But this thing right here kind of reminds me of this book I read years ago, man. It's called The ISIS Papers, and in the ISIS Papers, right? I forgot the lady's name, man, but it's a good book, and she talks about how that a lot of times the police officers, or I won't say police officers, but people that carry guns, right? And it's like they kind of get this she kind of like compared it to, as far as like, when you even the model of how the gun looks and like shoot off the bullets, it's kind of like almost like an ejaculation. It's like a feeling that you feel good. You know what I'm saying? It's like this thing that takes over your body. It's like your body go through a metamorphosis when you actually shooting a gun, or in that case right there with the person that just got tased. It's like, he at one point he might have felt good from doing this.
No, that's how, Rich. That's how I see it. I think he caught an orgasm by doing that, bro.
Yeah, he kind of gave a sense of power, and that right there is how so many of us, it's not going to be he's not the first person to get tased. It's a lot of what was his name again? Anderson.
Yeah, him. Yeah.
Harlem Legend TV. Salute, man.
Yeah, his name is Anderson. What's his name again? Ace's first name?
Keenan.
Keenan.
Yeah, it's going to be more Keenan Andersons, man. It's unfortunately, but this is the world we live in.
There has been more right already. Yeah, that's a fact.
More. Gonna be more because these people that have authority, they don't know how to really to use their authority. They really don't know. I mean, they need a lot of the training, and we go through this all the time, man. Once this happens, 6 months down the line, it'll kind of like let it die down, and then we won't be concerned about it until it happens again, and then it happens again, and it happens again.
Yeah. So Alicia Bailey, she said, if you watch the whole video from the beginning, Mr. Anderson was asking for help.
He was. Like I said, I saw before, he was.
He didn't get it. Prayers to his family.
Right.
So she's showing her sympathy and her empathy towards the family and everything that happened. G Max, salute. Yeah, I'm just, everything that we doing over here, though, 3D, it's about putting, certain things in its proper perspective, you know what I mean? So the people could know what's going on, because a lot of people be caught up in their everyday life, right? And things like this go over their head.
Right.
Because sometimes it's not happening directly to somebody that you might not really pay that much attention to it.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's what we said earlier, but that's the thing we got to stop, though. It got to affect us regardless of who it is. And I think like I said, that's one of the problems with us as a people. We have to let everything affect us, man, as one, bro. Like, it can't just be because it's your family that I feel some kind of way. You know what I mean?
Stop it right now. Turn over. Turn over, I'm gonna tase you. Turn over, or I'm gonna tase you. Turn over, I'm gonna tase you. Yes. Watch your elbow, partner.
You're trying to draw for me. You're trying to draw.
Stop it. Stop it, or I'm gonna tase you. Okay, stop it, or I'm gonna tase you. Stop it, or I'm gonna tase you.
Please stop resisting. Please.
I'm gonna tase him. I'm gonna tase him.
You know what I'm saying? So he basically begging for his life, over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? You tell me you see a threat? I can't hear y'all, man.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, because it mutes you. It mutes us when you come on like that. You hear us now, right?
Yeah, Rich, unmute your mic, Rich.
Yeah, you can hear me now?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You good?
Yeah, but they teach you, man, and in the an academy and training. Like when you deal with an EDP, EDP is an emotional disturbed person. He doesn't look like he was emotionally disturbed. He just like what I'm saying. When you go through those type of traumas dealing with police, at that, of course, you might seem like an EDP because why? You scared. They
Exactly.
so
Yeah.
if a person is an average normal person become an EDP, emotionally disturbed person, look what you're dealing with, man. Police surround you, they got their guns out, they're talking about tasing you, and a lot of they tase you. You know what I'm saying? And you just like, listen, okay, listen, I'm not resistant, and I'm not resisting, and they still tasing. Come on, I mean, what you got to do for them not to resist? I mean, for
And you ask the man to turn around, but you on top of him. How the fuck is he supposed to turn around? You on top of the guy, you got his hands, and you ask him to turn around. You get on your
hmm
stomach. Like, I don't get like how.
yeah. I get it, man. I mean, I feel I'm hurt behind it. Every time I see it, it bothers me because I know that it could be me any day that could happen to. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't be an individual that sat back and ignored that this happened.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Because I could have just went on with my normal life where today I got a day off work and I'm home, I'm chilling, me and my daughter.
right.
You dig? And but nah, I had to put this on the table, man.
Hmm.
You have to, man, because I mean, I mean, all of us here, we have kids, and I think growing up, I mean, once you get a certain age, you really don't look at life a certain way because you still understand the life, but once you start having having children, it could have been my daughter, it could have been your son, it
Right,
could have been 3D son, you know what I'm saying? It could have been any of our kids, man. That's why I try to instill in my children. Listen, man, be mindful of people, places, and things. But a lot of times, you could tell them about the people, places, and things, and shit like this could still happen. Excuse me for using cursing, but it could still happen.
You see what she said in the chat, right? It's been like
yeah,
this for years. Nothing has changed. History shows us over and over and over again the American dream wasn't meant for us. We were never supposed to be a part of anything. You heard?
Yeah,
I would like at least one or two ladies to come up on the panel, man, because a lot of times we need to hear from the women. You know what I'm saying? Because
facts.
we the ones that's going through this for the most part, us men and boys. You know what I mean? The black men, black boys,
Are the
young.
ones actually getting tased and things of that nature
Yeah.
most of the time. Right,
So sometimes it's good to hear from the women. Like what's their take on this stuff, man? You know what I mean?
and you know what, John, you so right about that because a lot of like protests that I've been to and demonstrations I took part in, you know what I'm saying? You don't see nobody young. All you see is the mothers, man, the
yep,
grandmothers, the aunties. You
yep.
don't see hardly. You see a very small percentage of the men. I'm not down to my brothers. I mean the brothers we come out in big numbers too, but it's majority
That's a
sometimes we
fact.
outnumbered by women.
There's more women than guys. That's a fact.
Anytime these things happen, you see tons of women there. You see the grandmas, you see the mamas, you see the sisters, you see the what I'm saying, you see more women than the men.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. I want, this type of stuff is something that I'm going to continue to do because I know what it's like to have, you know, that type of oppression done to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
By the quote unquote powers that be. But I think that if an individual didn't experience it, it don't matter for a lot of people. You
That's
agree?
that's so true. That's so true.
yep,
Just kind of like what I just told you. I said, I try to tell my kids, listen, you gotta be mindful of your people, places, and things. But my daughter said, Dad, you can be mindful. You can be at the right place at the right, the right time, and something like this could still happen.
yep.
Alicia, come up on the panel, Alicia. Come up on the panel, Alicia.
I agree with you 100% on that.
Alicia, come up on the panel. I'm gonna drop the link.
It's mad wicked, bro.
I'm gonna drop the link, Alicia. Come up on the panel. If you look in the chat, you're gonna see the link right there. I would like to hear from you. You know, hit that link in the chat and come up on the panel and chop it up with us, man. I want to get into this for 3D. Like I said, um, just Alicia, just hit the link that I just dropped. Hit that link that I just dropped. and come up on the panel. It's gonna let you right up. Because I definitely, Tawana, if possible, I would like you to come up too, Tawana. You know, just to chop it up with the peoples. So, like I said earlier, right? This Keenan Anderson, his cousin is the co-founder
A
of.
BLM.
So I'm gonna play this right here because she has some words to say, brother.
As many of you know, my cousin was killed at the hands of LAPD on January 3rd. He leaves behind a fiance, a child, siblings, cousins, uncles, aunts, grandmothers, and I am still in shock, but I'm really clear. We've spent the last 10 years calling for the end of state violence, calling for law enforcement to be challenged. And for the most part, elected officials have gaslit us, have told us that we don't know what we're talking about. The media has gone after us. It's told us we're liars. But what I'm clear about is that my cousin should be alive right now. Keenan should be alive. And the other two individuals, Oscar and Takar, who were killed by LAPD, they should be alive. All of our loved ones who've had interactions with the police, who've ended in death, should be alive. If folks were feeling unclear about the next steps of this movement, if people were feeling like, what happened to the work, now's the time to recommit. We have to recommit.
Yeah. So as y'all seen, well, you know, she's basically saying that they fell back a little. You heard?
Right.
Did you get that from that?
Yeah, she said that's why I said you got to recommit.
Got to recommit. So they done fell back. They got too comfortable with the way things were going. There hasn't been no police killing nobody to the point where they felt like they had to go out there and do something. So now she's saying that they got to recommit. That movement got to recommit. How you feel about that, Sonny?
I think that's sad, man. First of all, peace to the panel, man. Peace to everybody. I think it's sad because where did they disengage with the commitment in the first place, right? BLM, I think it was $90 million that they raised in 2020 around the whole George Floyd thing and injustices. Injustices happen. You said earlier that this has been going on since Martin Luther King. This is Martin Luther King Day. We celebrate his birthday or whatever, and it's still going on. So when did it stop? When does it stop? Like my grandmother said, prevention is better than cure. So if police is not killing nobody, there's no work to be done. You feel me? Like we should be still pressing the police for more training, for better training. A lot of what's going on, to answer the question from earlier, is due to a lack of training, bro. We was talking about this earlier, like you got a taser, right? They feel like that's a de-escalation tool. So now because I'm not shooting you in your back and I don't understand the full extent of this in your back, right on the opposite side of your heart and where all your arteries are, I'm gonna just keep shoving this because I'm scared. I'm a punk and I fear you, and I'm just gonna keep going. And now adrenaline is going. I'm not gonna stop. That's what that shit comes from. But the more you do something, the more you shoot free throws. No matter who's in the crowd screaming, you still cool as a fan. No matter what's going on, you remain calm when it comes to training. When you fight, you remain calm. You can see punches coming. These cats don't have that, bro. They tell don't shoot, use the taser, but they don't tell them how to use the taser. Now look, this dude got cooked.
Yo, how you doing, Alicia?
Hey, how you doing? So,
Yeah, how you feel about like everything that went down?
as all the other ones, the videos, the dash cams, the stuff that we've seen in the past 3 or 4 years, I'm just as disgusted with this one. Um, if anybody gets the chance, there's a full video when they approach him when he's asking for help, and it shows you that he's clearly going through something. Something just happened. He's not in his right state of mind, and he's asking them over and over before. Right then, that's when a mental health provider should have been called. That's when those thoughts of, okay, there's something wrong. It's obviously he doesn't have a bag. He don't look like he have anything in his pockets. Uh, let's sit him down. Let's get him some water. Let's just calm him down before he gets on. But they didn't do any of that. And I'm just, like I said in the chat, I watch a lot of history. I read a lot of history. This is just the continuation. It's just 2023. Um, it's I don't really have much hope that it's gonna stop. This is just how it's been designed to, I feel like, to for the black men, especially the black men. If we don't have the black men, then that's more poverty, that's more problems in the black family household. Um, that we can't have more children. There's no, we're not producing no more kids. Just take the black man off out of the family any way possible. And this has been going on for a very long time. I watched this segment on slavery maybe a couple of months ago, how they would actually take the man out of the household while he's there with his wife and his children, and like degrade him, make him feel a certain way, do all kinds of things in front of his family, only for him to feel like he couldn't protect himself and his family in front of his wife and his children. How does that make his wife feel, or his daughter feel? And it's just repeat. It's just better that it goes on and on and on.
Yeah,
What
I
could be?
agree.
Yeah, it's annoying. I hate the video because if I could find it, I'll send it to you, Anthony. But it really shows him acting. He says, "I've been in an accident. I'm." She starts talking, rambling. It sounds like he is just distraught. Maybe the accident got him messed up. I don't know. And they didn't try to talk him down. They just allow him to keep going like that. And then, of course, he was scared. And then take him down. Then they call backup, like 6 other officers. And that's not the backup that was needed.
Right.
They could have called. They could have asked him, "Well, can I call somebody for you? Can I call your wife? Can I call you? Somebody? Do you want me to call somebody to help them calm him down?" Or even to answer him. Maybe he had a mental health problem, an issue, a diagnosis. And they could have said, well, I'll be right. Just something other than calling 7 other police officers for help for one person. You got the gun. Would you, I don't, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
honestly though, I think like into his response to what Sis just was saying, the brother called for help. While in every situation, you might not be able to get on the horn and call somebody's mother or sibling, but like you said, 7 other officers came, and out of these 7 other officers, none of them had the wherewithal to be like, "Yo, bro, chill." Like, "Yo, bro,
Right.
you got him already." "Yo, bro, like, yo, bro, chill." People, like, "Yo, we hot right now." Like, we all got that. Even as adolescents, we know, "Yo, bro, chill." So and so moms is coming down the street. Like,
Right.
nobody said nothing. That's the
Like,
problem.
yeah.
That's a big problem actually. Like you said, he called for help, but like 7 other officers came. So why, like he just said, why one officer gonna say, "Yo, let's relax for a second.
That's
Let's
the
see what's
help.
happening with bro." See, and that's the problem why we have it with cops so much, right? Why we say there's really no good cops, even though we know there are good cops, right? Let me get
Right.
that out there, because my little cousin a cop now and all that. But I say this the way we say it, because once you come to the, you see something like that, it's up to you to try to stop it now. Yo,
Yeah.
all of us can't be in the same boat saying, "Oh, I'm just gonna watch it. I don't want to say nothing about it." Somebody got to try to stop it, and that's why we get upset when you see stuff like this, and you're like, "Yo, all you motherfuckers ain't stuffed, ain't shit, because of the fact that y'all seeing it. And nobody's saying nothing.
Nobody say like I just think about the guy, the police officer tasing him and having that taser, like you said, on him,
Fresh,
across from his heart. Like, I feel like the other officer can be like, yo, bro, that's enough. That's enough. You know, like, calm down. We got
Somebody
it.
was on his back. Why? Where was he going?
Yeah. Like, okay, you tasing him, telling him to calm down. Once you tase him, he got a jerk. So he's jerking. Like, no, all 6 of those officers couldn't just tap this dude and say, all right, let it go. Come over here. You know, like, leave him alone. We got it. Like,
so
you just watch everything.
I want to show some still shots, right? I want to show a couple still shots. So you can look at that right there and see there's no threat.
Right.
Right or wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, you right about that.
You know he ain't got nothing, no weapon or nothing like that. He got on sweatpants. He got his hands up.
Got his hands up, yeah.
You mean to tell me
he's in a seated position?
And you already got an officer behind him. So what is he gonna do?
Yeah, you mean to tell me y'all can't restrain him?
Exactly.
These dudes can't be professional, man. It's no way. Come on.
Yeah, there's no way.
So even with look at that position right there, right?
Look at the knee though.
He got the knee in his back.
Look at the knee.
He got his hands behind him, right?
Well,
so what's the reason to tase him in that way? Come on.
I mean, from an outside standpoint, the person with the knee isn't the same person with the taser. So that tells me that this is 2 separate people with excessive force and maintaining one person that's on their chest. We all been in fights before. The man is on his chest.
He ain't going nowhere, bro.
No, he ain't going nowhere.
He on his. Not only is he on his chest, they got his hands. They got his hands behind his back.
Right.
They just can't. He moving his hand a little bit. They couldn't cuff him enough. They got his hands.
And again, it's the big thing you said earlier, sis. It was like 6 other cops came. There's no way. I don't give a freak what he know, bro. He's not getting away from all 6 cops, bro. So I don't get it, bro. Like that's the thing. I'm just trying to understand.
So,
like I don't.
So when you look at this still shot right here, right? So you see, you got the cops right there. So if you look on the screen real closely, I got the taser circled, right?
Right.
So that shit was so hot, he had to drop that much.
Right. Cocksucker, right.
You know what I mean? He didn't even put it back in the holster, homie.
Right. Wow.
And then after events like this happen, they stand around just look stupid because right now, what made them stop because he was already going into cardiac arrest while he was there.
Exactly. He stopped moving. That's why.
Yeah. So now you're just looking at him like oh shit, okay. I don't know what they're thinking.
1, 2, 3. That's 3 cops. He got 2 arms plus a tape. Come on, bro.
And one brother.
A knee, bro. The brother's the one with the knee in his back, bro.
This is crazy. Let me see. 1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 I can see.
I see.
I know back on 7.
I
see 7 between these 2.
But it's 3 visible Nubians in this picture. One is the sister.
Yep.
That I can see. So this is something with somebody's compassion.
Yeah, but you know, the thing is that even in these situations, we don't step up. Even when we in the law enforcement, we don't take charge of the situation.
But that's what I was just saying, though.
Yeah,
like
bro,
all these people here, including some brothers and sisters. Yo, bro, that's it. Yo, I got him. I'll do something. We gonna get him. You can bring him. Yo, I don't understand why we got to use the excessive force, the tasers. Like you have a knee. Yo, I don't get it, bro. That's the only thing, and I'm trying to figure that part out. Like, yo, that's the part that's confusing the shit out of me.
I get why the tasers come out because that's for the.
No, I ain't talking about why we still doing it though.
But why you? The tasers come out in lieu of the argument of why did you shoot, bro?
Right. No,
now it's like it's too much though because like we keep saying like he's down. I know in the military in certain positions where you got to use pepper spray, where you got to use things like this, you got to get pepper spray, you got to get gas, you got to get tasered on a regular basis. In the fire department, you got to run through smoke every now and again. You got to climb a ladder with your heart racing. These dudes, I don't think do this. Look at your man all the way to the right, the old head right there. He looked like he's not even in physical shape to do this. Like, if he had to do something physical, them two dudes standing off in the back, they looked like they was the ones who gave them instructions.
Listen, but look, at the end of the day, the two that you see in the back that's chilling, they don't give a damn. They've been doing it for years. They
gave the orders. They gave the orders.
Right? So
they mad that the freaking cameras are on.
Like Alicia said, if you look at him closely, the taser was taking its toll. Look at him.
Oh, that's a fact. Look at him now. Like, why he got him up? He looked out of it, bro. He was done.
So they're telling us, they're saying to us that when he got to the hospital, that he was pronounced dead and all that. Nah, he was dead before he got there, bro.
The whole fact.
The same thing that happened with George Floyd. George Floyd didn't die in the hospital, bro.
I don't know. They know that.
So
they know that, bro.
So this is what they wait, hold on. Let me say something real. Let me show you something real quick, man. So this right here, right? This is what they're saying. On January 5th, 2023, Los Angeles Police Department Forensic Science Division Toxicology Unit conducted a preliminary toxicology blood screen on 2 separate specimens of Keenan Anderson's blood collected from the hospital. The laboratory reports concluded that each of the specimens tested positive for cocaine metabolite and cannabinoids. The Los Angeles County Coroner's Office will be conducting their own independent toxicology test. So you know they're gonna always throw the drugs in there on the black man.
Even throw the drugs, or even say he has a criminal record.
So let's say for example, he do dib and dab and drugs, right? That got nothing to do with what that cop did.
This is the thing, right, with the drugs, right? You know, especially when it comes to coke, right? You know, stuff like that. They like, you know, get you strong, get you hype, it gets you crazy and all that. But bottom line of all of that, whatever drugs he was doing, once he was on the ground, he was already detained, bro. Like the dude, the knee in the back, we did not have to keep on shooting that man, bro. If you shot him one time to get him down, it is what it is, right? It's part of your whole training. We gotta get the situation handled. All right, cool. But after that, bro, you still hitting them more. That started that. That's what made the whole him all getting cardiac arrest happen. There was no drugs. You hit them that many times with 50,000 votes?
50,000 votes.
Come on, bro.
Danny Luck, salute. Come up on the platform, Danny.
Yo, Ace, I just looked up the like a standard operating thing for like Civil Liberties Union for taser usage, right? And it says this is not limited to, but the following factors should be considered when using the taser, right? The conduct of the individual being confronted as reasonably perceived by the officer. The first picture you showed, bro, was sitting down, damn near like this, right? Cool. So the perception there, he was pretty cool, right? Proximity of weapons. Bro had on the OG sweats with no pockets on them. We know he ain't have no real weapons unless they want to do the cavity search. You know what I'm saying? It's like 15 things here. Risk of escape. Like 3D said, the dude had his knee in his back. Other extingent circumstances, training and experience of the officer is also on the list. I think that's the main thing on the list that was in question. Nothing else but that really on this list was in question.
That's crazy though, bro.
You know, like I said, if you could find there's a footage with the whole video. There's a part when Keenan runs from them. That would have been a time to use the taser. He kind of runs from them because I don't know, maybe he wasn't, whatever.
Right, maybe he was high.
Whatever. He runs a little bit and said, he's telling them, I'm sorry. I just called for help. I'm scared now. He's saying that would have been a time to use the taser that he runs. So that after he runs, they run up on him. The officer calls for more help. They put him on the ground. What's the taser for? He already on the ground.
He already on the ground. So basically what you said, the taser should have never been used.
He's on the ground. He's fussing and turning. First of all, any black man today gets stopped by a cop. I'm sure you on 10 right now. So he on the ground. Okay, he's a fuss and turn. You want to get him cuffed and calm. I didn't see the need for the taser. They could have cuffed him,
Okay.
put him in the car, and that was it. But I was definitely
I mean,
excessive.
it wasn't
For
like
those,
he's a
for
big
those,
guy. He wasn't even a big guy. He wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
for those who's not subscribed to JAH-ACE TV, man, go subscribe. It's so easy to just go hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment,
I'll do that.
and hit that notification bell so that when I drop a video, you be notified right away, man. You know, when you like the video and you comment, it sends YouTube messages, and it helps the algorithm. It helps my channel. So the only way my channel gonna grow is through the people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the only way it grows. The people gotta help it grow. I just want to put this up here, this right here, man, and show love on this day, on Martin Luther King Day, man.
Right. Right.
You know, because regardless of, there's so many myths, people say this, that, and the third about Martin Luther King. At the end of the day, he was on the front line.
However you look at it.
Right?
Whatever you want to say, any other thing you want to say, that's a fact right there.
That's it, yeah.
He was a true soldier.
Right.
Because
whether you agree with him or not, he definitely was a true soldier.
Whether you agreed with him or not, because every day he left his house,
and they not to come back.
He knew that his head could get blown off as soon as he walked out the door.
Facts.
But don't you know that your 3D, you very keen on the unions. What's one of the most powerful unions out there?
One of the most powerful unions probably are the doctors and the local, what's that name? I forgot the name of them, but also construction workers.
Sanitation got one of the strongest unions. But guess what? When Martin Luther King went out to Memphis, Tennessee, and he got killed,
right?
He went out there for them.
Oh, for the sanitation unions?
He went out there to help the sanitation union fight, homie. You don't remember a few years back when they had that big snowstorm and sanitation was like, we ain't picking up no garbage?
Yeah.
What happened?
The city was crazy.
Yo, Rich, what happened?
The city was twisted, man. The city was a mess.
So
yeah, I remember that.
You can't do that without a powerful union.
You're right. They shut it down. Definitely shut it down.
So that's what we're gonna continue to put out proper content and continue to push it 3D, because at the end of the day, a real soldier ain't shook, man.
Well, let me say this to you, bro. I told you it's behind closed doors. I never, was on
Salute the Blow Dollars Network. Salute the Blow Dollars Network. I see you. Salute.
But I want to salute you, bro. I told you this a long time ago. I know where we come from, bro. I've been there with side by side type shit. So I understand where you came from, and I love your content, bro. I love the positivity. I love what you put down. I love how you do it, and continue to grow, bro. And I'm here for you whenever, bro. You already know what time is with that. So,
Salute, King.
Ditto to that. Yeah.
Yeah, but go ahead, Sonny.
Let me ask y'all a question. So right now, this panel had an opportunity to talk to the LAPD or the LA Police Commissioner, or we can sit down and talk to the mayor right now. Like, what's some of the questions that we would have for them, that we would want answers to? I feel like that's the pressure. The young lady was in the comments just now talking about we let the pressure up. A lot of this pressure is that we don't hold these people accountable. Like, I would want to see the operating procedures for that taser. I would want to see, changes in these officers having insurance, personal liability insurance on themselves. So when this happens, they get taxed, their families get hit, and this is something that they want to avoid by all means.
I'd actually like to see the training that they have. I'd actually like to see the training that they go through, because their new line today is that they do trainings for everything, right? For the mentally ill, that and third, so we know how to handle it now. Obviously, we don't know. They do not know how to handle it now, because we've seen what's still going on. So I'd like to actually be in a room when they train. I want to see how it, because me being a person, like, yo, I don't think that'll work. And they need somebody that's then they're gonna tell them, yo, I don't think that shit gonna work. What you talking about right now, the way you're gonna do that is not gonna work. Y'all need to do this, that, and the third. I think most people that's been out in the streets will understand that what might be able to work and what will not work. Because I'm not telling you that tasers don't work, because obviously we don't want nobody getting shot. So I'm not telling you that. But there's a way to go about everything, and everything there's a way to go about it. That's the bottom line. Know what I mean?
Yep. And we
But
get
you
it
know,
on the streets. People's on drugs in the streets. So saying that somebody's on drugs or something, all right, you signed up for this.
They
You know
said
people
cannabis.
on
Why they
drugs.
putting cannabis there? So what? And a lot of
Yeah,
people on
right. That's legal,
Word.
especially in
that don't
L.
make you want to kill somebody or kill yourself. So we're not gonna
Right.
we gotta stop doing that. That's their thing though. But it's like Rich said, it's either drugs, our past criminal history, or some kind of they find something about the black man, bro. Like this is the bottom line of that.
Criminalize the victim.
Like, you got to, bro. I remember.
Yeah, I don't think I would have any questions. I wouldn't even want to hear anything beyond that. I would be like, let's like, okay, we need to redo all of this. This is what needs to be done. We need mental health providers. We need substance abuse counselors, because if people out there tweaking, they know how to deal with them. We need people, and y'all need better training. And like the brother said, hold the officer accountable. So when things like this happen, it hurts their pockets too. It hurts their families too. Just like it hurts the families that lose a member of their family. He was an important member of his family. Obviously, he's a husband.
Yeah.
He had children. He worked. So that now that's a one income family now. Now his wife has to do all these things. So they should be taxed too. If that's a way, that'll get them to stop, because now you messing with their money, because they get fired unless they go to jail. On these cases, they get fired. They still get their pensions, their plans,
Or
their
they get a desk
benefits, and all
job.
that.
Or they get a
Or they
desk
get a
job.
desk job. Yeah,
So,
and they still
did
there.
you see what's going on in Tennessee right now? With
No, what
Tennessee, they had the big sex thing with the officers. The young lady was having relations with like 5 different officers all at the same time. It was a group text. They were sending out pictures.
Yeah.
You know, they was taking turns. All of this was going on. Yo, though, they all got fired. There was no do not pass go, do not collect $200. Fired. I'm like, damn, they was fired.
Yo, Rich,
what's up, bro?
you heard about that?
No, I didn't hear about that.
But look at that little scandal right there. They didn't waste no time firing people.
It is Tennessee too. Let's get that out.
Yo, let me show this again, man, for those who just coming in, because here at JAH-ACE TV, you know, I deal with reality. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to continue to put all the proper content out there so that the people can get this substance, because that's what's important here, man. The substance.
Exactly. So, there you go. You said it.
Because I can come up here and talk about bullshit all day, but I know that we dealing with a very sensitive community, very sensitive group of people that lack a lot, right?
Absolutely.
So it's my duty to put certain things on the table for my people, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us are fathers and parents and stuff like that. We gotta start properly prepping our youth, because our kids is not gonna be kids forever, bro.
Word. No matter how much we want them to be.
You know what I'm saying? And our kids are subject to this happening, bro. Whether male or female.
Yeah.
You know, bottom line. So I'm gonna show this again for the people that just came in, and this is what happened to Keenan Anderson, a young black man.
I'm gonna tase him. I'm gonna tase him. They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. Leave me alone. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Don't resist. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Stop it. Help. Stop it. Help, please. Help. Do not move. I'm not resisting. Do not move. Okay. If not, I'm gonna tase you again. Okay. I got one. Help me. Okay. Here, over. Stop it. Stop it.
Come on, bro. See, I'm hearing nothing but silence right now from us right now. You know why? We know that's wrong.
Heartbreaking, bro. Keep it 100. Like, this is really heartbreaking.
Because at some point when he was doing that, yo, Rich, that it became recreation, bro.
Of course, you know, but you know, I mean, I gotta tell you, it hurts me seeing that, seeing that the officers do that to him, right? I mean, I can't even put it in words. And I was wondering, like, you know, how every so often, like even the security, they have to go get recertified. Do they have to, like, maybe their training is outdated? You know what I'm
I'm
saying? Because
thinking it is, bro.
maybe the methods that worked last year don't work this year.
Yo, the training that works like I go to the range weekly, monthly, and I feel like I'm out of date, bro. Like you ain't fighting a certain amount of time. Boxers train for 6 months prior to a fight. To stay in tune, firemen are always training, bro. If you don't
Right.
update your CPR, you be pressing on somebody's chest too
Yep.
hard. You be
Yep.
doing stuff
I
out of
agree.
timing. And when it's crunch time, when your heart is racing, everything changes. Your perception changes. So if we're not training, I saw something the other day. It was an airline thing, right? It was like a prank. Everybody thought it was a prank in the comments, but it's really airline training and how they train for hostile. And I thought it was real, bro. They was giving the lady hell on the plane. I'm thinking to myself, do they do this to police? Because it don't seem, she was handling it. She's like, ma'am, sit down. You do this. They was all in her face going crazy. I'm thinking to myself, y'all have been slapped these people. But I'm like, oh, they training. They say they do this on the regular. So why police don't do stuff like that?
Yeah.
And they have to. They need to.
They need to. That's a must. That's a must.
So when we look at this type of thing, right? And don't think that NYPD, because this is a message for me to NYPD. We watching, homie. We paying attention to stuff like this because they're gonna start trying to do this more often.
Of course.
Because they don't want to. A lot of them don't want to pull out the actual gun moving forward. So they're gonna be using the taser more.
Right, but like you said, if there's not enough fucking training for it, you can't be. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be able. Everything needs training, bro. Like everything, understand that you gotta have everything's in moderation, bro. You can't just sit there and be like, yo, I'm gonna shoot this motherfucker, taser at him, and it's gonna be end all. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not how it goes. Yeah. So you gotta know how to do it. You gotta understand when you can't use it. You gotta like you said, it's all about training and getting these people right, bro. Because it's not, bro. It's not fair to us as a people. Because it could be me. It could be me next week, bro. You know what I'm saying? It can be Sunday week after. Like, so when you know what I'm saying? Like, if you go, it's gonna be me. Get it right. I don't want to die like that, bro. I ain't suicidal. I don't want to die like that. So I don't want to see I don't want my son seeing me on TV like that.
And what's the probability?
It's fucking great. It's a huge probability.
That's the problem.
A huge probability. I could be driving. They want to stop me.
Exactly. I tell my nephews, I tell my husband, I'm like, just like, I want you to come home. When they pull you over, just please, just do what they say. You know, I'm telling him that doesn't even make sense. That's the cops. They're supposed to be here to protect us. You shouldn't feel fear if the cop pulls you over for whatever it is. You should be able to, you know, grab your license, your registration, be like, get your ticket and go. But
you know the funny part is, sis, is that like it ain't even us that feel the fear. It's them a lot of time. They fear for no reason. Word. They fearful of us. For no reason. I'm saying, like, we ain't, like, I don't look like a gorilla. Like, I don't know what they expect to see when they open our car windows. You know what I mean? But since our skin is like this, they already got this perception of us. Oh, now he black. We gotta watch it. You go, hold on. Like, what?
Yeah, that's the thing. Oh, he black. He got drugs and a gun in the car. They don't care if you got kids in the car. I don't know if y'all heard about the other case where it's a little boy was in the back of the car with the cop. There was a speed chase or something, and the cop did a maneuver that he wasn't supposed to do because he was in the car to slow the car down, and the little boy dies. Like immediately, they just think they don't care. It's like, I don't care. And you can hear the video of the officer. He tells the dispatcher. Well, the dispatcher says there's children in the car, and he said, "Well, they're gonna be in the ditch if he doesn't slow down." And he did some kind of I don't remember the name of it. Some kind of maneuver with the car where he.
I think when they hit the back of it,
speeds up to make the car go out of control.
Yeah.
And a little boy, 12-year-old boy died. It's like, why are we telling our family members, please just, you know, like, be safe, just do what they say, just hold your hands up, like you scared for your sons. I'm glad I don't have sons, but I have a nephew who's like, I'm always checking, like, are you okay? You know, he's in Maryland in college, and it's different than New York, and I'm like, you know, just pay attention, be mindful. Not everybody's your friend, and
same out in Maryland. This is crazy.
Yeah. a lot of the fear though comes from with them. I feel like I understand a piece of it, right? They don't come from where we come from. So they get hired from like back to training. They get hired from way out in Long Island or somewhere way out in Maryland, but then they go get work in Baltimore. Then they come work in Brooklyn.
But you know what? I'm sorry, Sonny. God, I apologize.
No, you good, bro. Go ahead.
Nah, you know why I said that though, Sonny? Because I agree. I can agree with that in a bit, right? But then the same talk, I'd be like, yo, it's just that it's the fact that we black, bro. Yeah, it doesn't matter where they come from, bro. It's that they already got a stigma of us already, bro. Like they already think that we're some kind of criminal people, regardless. And again, not all of them think that way, but a lot of them do, and that's what get their fear up, bro.
I think it's more so. I think it's not more so criminal as it is more so superior, bro.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I can go with that.
I think they see the God within us. You feel me?
Yeah,
so
no, I can go with you.
They know that when they come, they better come with 7 more. And because if they talk to us, we're gonna out poly them. If they try to fight us, we're gonna beat them. So and they dying faster than we dying. So deep down, and then they coming from out in the sticks in Georgia to work in Atlanta. So you put all these compounded issues together, and
I got you.
Said, we leave the house with a probability of not being safe. Once we get to that encounter with police, that probability is 50-50 now, sis, to answer your question. Once we encounter with the police, we can do all they say. Put your hand on the steering wheel.
Yep.
I put both feet out the door. How I'm going to do that? I put one hand on your head and rub your belly. Now you're fucking out here. So it's just a tricky game. I got a question for y'all, though, because I heard somebody ask, and somebody saying you got to do differently with our kids and teach our kids. How do we feel about our kids becoming law enforcement?
Yeah. It's funny you should say that. My husband has a niece who's a cop. She's been cop for since some years, probably like 35 years now. And she basically does a desk job because she doesn't want to be out in the street. And she tries to recruit, some of the younger people in the family to be cops. And it's always like a big debate. They're like, no, I don't want to be no cop. Cops, they love their cousin, but it's like, they have no intentions of being anything in law enforcement, and she doesn't get it. She's like, oh, we're not all bad. I'm not bad, but that's not what they see on TV or with their friends. I would never, having my children, if they told me, if that's what they wanted to do, I would just.
I got a follow-up for it there, right? I got it. Because we see the cops as the bad guys and we don't want to be part of the bad team, or is it more so the tattletale snitch factor code of the street thing?
As far as our kids and all that, do what they want to do, bro. They're not into the life that some of us lived before, bro. So I don't put that on them. Like my little nephew just became a cop. Like not he's my little nephew's cousin. He just became a cop, bro. I'm not mad at him. He gonna do what he gonna do. And when he had events with us, we still do what we do. He ain't gonna do that shit. That don't come to the house. His badge don't come outside like, yo, y'all doing this. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? But when you're on duty, I understand. But my thing with him being a cop is I'm scared for him.
Right.
Yeah, I got some quite a few family members that's in law enforcement,
right?
And some of them, they tell me, they's like, listen, man, they kind of like put me on point of what to do, what to wear, just to tell me like what they look for, and a lot of times, to see how other officers react towards us, and it helps me out. It gives me a lot of insight on how they really view us, you know. And I pray for them, saying, tell them, be careful out there, because, this is my family, even though they got a badge on them, I'm saying, I'm telling them, like, listen, you gotta, like how we're at risk of them. It's the same way, vice versa, because they could approach the wrong person, and the wrong person could just really, turn off their lights. And they approach the wrong one of us. I mean, I'm not saying we are about that life, but if they approach the wrong average civilian and the person's on a different time, it could be off with their lights. So it's like it's gonna be some good in everything, and no matter where you look at in this world and life, it's gonna be some good, it's gonna be some bad, and it's gonna be some in between. We just gotta just I guess work through it.
I agree.
Definitely.
Salute. What up, everybody? I'm just
salute.
Peace.
Yeah, that's a difficult one for me personally. But I do know that a lot of time my niece, she's talking about is, being safe just in the police department, being a black person in the police department is a big deal itself. She has to protect herself from a lot of things inside and outside. You know, making sure she had the right partner. If you don't have the right partner, that has your back, and just there's a lot of shit that goes with it on the inside that people like us may not know about it. So when sometimes cops do come outside, they already frustrated. If you got the wrong captain, you know there she says a lot of time, white people, they're prejudiced, and they have their feelings about black people as they do. It shows a lot inside the police department too, with the work. So I get it. They're stressed out either way. And like somebody said, you live in Long Island, Ashton, Long Island somewhere, um, not used to dealing with predominantly black community, and then you come to be a cop and they put you in the Bronx. You already got your thoughts and
Yep.
your thoughts about this population already, the borough, everything. So you're gonna be on 10. You've never spent a long time with Hispanics or brown people, black people. You haven't really had conversations. You went to school predominantly white people, so now you're a cop and you in the Bronx. You your hand is on your gun all the time, I guess.
Another thing I'm
Danny, hold on, Sonny. Danny Lux, how you doing?
What's good, baby?
Definitely a
Just
blessing
let you
have.
know that go to being a chameleon. It ain't got nothing to do with you being from a certain neighborhood. You got to know how to act. Just because you weren't born in the hood don't mean you can't be scared. You can't be fearless. A lot of them guys pull the trigger because they're scared. That's the first thing they do is grab a gun instead of having a conversation. And the first thing we got to do is stop making our kids think that being a part of law enforcement is just police. It could be prosecuting attorney, it could be judges,
Mhm.
defense. It's so many things that we can do. Until we put ourselves in a position that we inside their world, it's nothing we can do. It's not enough of us inside their world. We got to get in their world, go by their rules for a little bit until we take over the shit. Until then, everybody going around scared. Your aunt or your cousin, whoever you was talking about, Miss Alicia, it's cause she ain't got a lot of other black women there or
Mhm.
a lot of stand up black people inside that facility that she
Mhm.
can lean on. If we all there, they can't fuck with us. First of all, they obsessed with us. Once black people
Exactly.
understand how obsessed white people are with us, then we'll be good. We the procreation, bro. It gets no better than black. It doesn't.
it
But
doesn't.
that's just me. I believe get in their world and then you can make change. That's it.
You see,
That's
so if you look at the comment, Roxanne Jones said that she worked for corrections, and a lot of times it was her own kind that was doing her dirty.
Correct.
So sometimes it's our own people.
That's a fact.
Definitely.
Because and that goes back. It's not enough. It's not enough of us. So they
Like
gotta be cutthroat. It's crags in the barrel.
like you
Put
said,
yeah.
there's
enough
not enough good ones in there.
it's not enough at the end
Yeah.
of the day. So they feel they gotta kiss ass. So you gotta understand. I grew up. My
Mhm.
grandma she was a maid since the time I can remember. She was a maid at 17. So I grew up understanding the yes ma'ams and the no ma'am. So we kind of like us baby
Mikey
boys,
B, salute.
we grew up under that and kind of authority and kind of not was saying respecting white people, but you know how our parents was with white people. It,
Mhm.
it, it was what it was. You know what I mean? So salute to the younger kids who kind of like turned up and not really caring. We got to express that. We got to love that, but they got to be a little bit more conscious, bro. They,
Danny, were you able to see the video?
which one?
The one that I showed earlier.
Nah, I was at work. I just tapped in.
All right, so I gotta, it's only right that I bring you abreast on what we talking about. So we talking about a young man named Keenan. His name is Keenan Anderson. So I'm gonna show you a video on what happened to him. All
Is
right?
that the one kind of like the George Floyd situation?
Yeah, you on point. Yeah, you on point. I like that. Hold on. Here we go.
Stop it right now. Turn over. Turn over, I'm gonna tase you. Turn over or I'm gonna tase you. Turn over, I'm gonna tase you. Watch your elbow, partner.
You're trying to George Floyd me. You're trying to George
Stop
Floyd
it.
me.
Stop it or I'm gonna tase you. Okay, stop it or I'm gonna tase you. Stop it or I'm gonna tase you.
Please stop resisting. Please. Please. Please.
Alright, I'm gonna tase him. I'm gonna tase him.
You're trying to kill me. You're trying to kill me. Leave me alone.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Yes, sir.
Don't resist.
No.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
Okay.
Stop it.
Help.
Stop
Help,
it.
please. Help.
Do not
I'm not
move.
resisting. I'm not resisting.
Can I say something? I'm about to blow.
Go ahead. Sure.
First of all, let the people do their job. Even when you're dirty, let the court of law determine it. Sometimes you got a motherfucker that's woo woo woo. But Slim was scared. His adrenaline was turned up. He resisting arrest. Them people was gonna do that, man. I don't know. Dude didn't have to tase him that much, but dude, you can tell he probably was scared from the George Floyd situation. He thought he was gonna die. Um, that's what I saw. A lot of adrenaline rush. I don't know if Slim was high. I ain't gonna put that on him, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I kind of want to take back something I said earlier. Now I'm thinking about it, right? Hearing us talk about it more about cops coming from Long Island and the different areas. That plays a small factor, right? But firemen don't do that. And firemen are there to save people's lives. And we very rarely hear a situation where a fireman says, "Oh man, I was scared. I dropped off the ladder."
I didn't know that was a fireman. That was police officers.
No, those are police officers. What I'm saying is all these incidents that we hear with police officers killing people, where it's incidents where it really is like not even, I don't say all the time, but most of the time, not even life or death going in. And firemen are actually going into life or death situation, and they come out with zero casualties on their hands.
Yeah, I can't see scared with them. I can't see scared when you're facing a fire. That's a fact.
They could be, they don't show it. They still hold steadfast to their job. They go stick to their training, and they get the job done. With police is always, oh, he was scared. Oh, please.
Because a lot of police officers was nerds, bro. We dealing with a lot of niggas that was nerds, and they got in these positions, bro. Some of them are only there to prove a point and make you pay for what niggas did to them growing up. That's what it's about.
That's
what it's about. You gonna pay. You done been around a police officer, especially a black one, and he way aggressive. And the white cop that looked at him like, oh, literally, and that let you know, yeah, you know what type of time it is with them. But it's all about we dealing with people that was picked on, and this is their chance. They get a gun, they can shoot you, and possibly just lose their job. That's it, and it is what it is, and they wanted to take that chance.
That's a sad fact right there. They willing to take that chance, but there's no accountability. They need that insurance on their badge. I mean, the body cams help because it helps to see what's going on, but you got people being fired over sex scandals more than, situations like this.
But even your sonny, even with the body cams, right? That shit's still going on. It's not like it's slowing them down. They still doing it, knowing that it's gonna be on record.
Because they know it's no consequence for real. Okay, they're gonna have a couple of riots. Niggas got insurance. These big companies, they gonna shut shit down. It just is what it is.
Because Alicia, they already said that what that cop did with that taser, they already said it's justified.
Yeah, they did. It could
and
no
nowhere,
accountability.
But look how many times he hit him. Look how long he was doing it for. I've seen people tased. I've seen videos of people tased. I've never seen nothing like that before.
Why did they say it was justified? Was it because he was still, they was hitting him, he was still, it won't fucking with him. It won't.
What they're gonna always say, they're gonna use, that's why they always make sure Hey, yeah, Sonny, part
Yo,
of their training, they tell them to keep saying stop resisting
Yes.
because that right there gives probable cause.
If if
Yeah,
if
that's
if you show
say
them
that.
any type
So
of
it look like they're resisting. So it gives like you said, probable cause to
To keep
when they
doing it.
go to investigate. Yeah.
Yeah,
He kept
exactly.
saying
Because
stop resisting, but the crazy thing, he kept telling him stop resisting as he's
was taken.
tasing him.
Yes.
So I've never been tased. I'm thinking it's electric shock. If you tasing me, I'm jumping.
You
Like I'm
drop it.
not.
No, you drop it. You're
Yeah.
but
dropping
yo, Ace, I just sent you a video. I was going. It was some content I was working on before, but it's something I
it, and you
saw.
might be on yourself,
It was
especially the
something.
ones that do the
It was
Yeah.
show.
something I saw on YouTube. It was a thing where a cop tased a sister in Nashville. If you check your phone, you're gonna see it. He tased her. While he's tasing her, he's yelling, "Stop, stop!" She's yelling, "Stop, stop!" She backed out her pistol and clapped him. They got into a quick shootout, and she pulls off in the Camaro with the taser things in her.
What?
So Ace, it's on your phone. I can't pull it up. Maybe he can. He can show it, but it's crazy. I'm like, your sisters held that. And I know for pepper spray, there's a certain percentage of people that don't feel pepper spray. So training needs to come up for these type of little examples because it's to show it that it was a shootout just happened over that.
You got to think about it though. When you dealing with people that's off adrenaline, especially off certain drugs, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. I remember my homeboy back in the day when he got shot and he passed away, but the X
yeah,
pill got him to the hospital.
yeah, I see it.
You see, yo, Ace, pull that up.
Simeon, salute.
Yeah,
Salute to Simeon.
like you said, once your adrenaline hit, everything else, common sense, everything else, all the other things go out the window. You is that fight or flight,
It's
right?
cognitive
Fight
that's
or
happening.
flight, sis. That's what the word I was looking for.
But
Right.
But that's fight or flight comes with people like us, that's civilians, that's not trained. Well, police is supposed to come down to cognitive reflexes.
Exactly.
Now, you're supposed to black out and go to wherever you train for. You hit the water, you swim. You know what I'm saying? You hit the air, you fly. Whatever your thing
So
is.
they need to take under the consideration with dude. So okay, you saying it's okay for dude to kept tasering them because they felt a certain way, but think about dude. We just had a situation where a black man died. A whole riot happened for half a year, right or wrong, about that shit. Changed the world. What do you think that man was feeling? Okay, you said the cop was scared, but Slim was scared. The cop ain't died. George Floyd died because of the same situation. Make it make sense. They gotta make it equal bounds, bro. They got to. If the cop was scared, so was dude. With fact, bro, you scared when the light come on. You like, fuck.
yeah,
Right.
As soon as you see those lights,
Even when you're gonna do right, you still like, damn.
Right.
that's a fact. So
It makes it almost feels like nowadays when you outside as a woman and I'm going amongst different neighborhoods and places and you know, is it okay to feel comfortable when you see a cop? I remember back in the day, you saw a cop, you were like, okay, I could pull a cop over and say, I don't know, maybe drop me home because I'm lost or something. But it's like now you see the light come on, you're like, oh shit, should I
we
keep
got
walking?
we got
It's just like they're supposed to be here to protect us.
we got one of the Flatbush legends in the building, Simeon. We got the Simeon story coming up soon, So look forward to that. But
I think you go about they can smell fear. That's when they on you.
Yeah.
When you stand up with them and you don't give a fuck and you know the law, they don't fuck with you. How you doing?
Right.
How you doing?
Right.
That's what they looking for.
So
They're looking for a problem.
We got to factor this in, right? Look, his son ain't gonna never see him no more.
Exactly.
Wow.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying?
That's different right there.
We gotta think about that.
Hold on. I'm sorry. He passed. I only seen a look. He passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they killed him from that taser. That's just on the opposite side of his heart. That is like it was
cardiac arrest. He went into cardiac arrest.
I didn't. I was about to say that's how my homeboy died. He went because his adrenaline, his heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all of that played a factor. That's 50,000 now. Every time he gets hit, Sonny, that's 50,000 watts.
On top of a heart that's already racing because of adrenaline.
Oh no, they done.
On top of that, you just hit it with a joke.
You
Yeah.
know, may he rest.
I'd rather the cop knock his ass out, boom, hit his ass. I'd rather that real quick, calm down, than you to keep hitting him. Oh man, I ain't know he died. My bad,
Yeah,
y'all.
may he rest in peace, and like you
Jesus,
know, may his son grow up to be
mercy.
somebody in this world, you know, because
I'm sorry.
his father won't be there to lead him.
I had to do a big one for brother.
Right.
You know
Excuse
what I'm
me,
saying,
y'all.
Alicia?
Life.
Yeah, you're right.
I ain't know that. My bad, y'all. I just
No, it's good. Yeah, his like you saying, his son gonna grow up. He ain't gonna have a father. All he gonna have is the memory in this continued video that's gonna be in
So
the
what we
world.
doing? Ain't nobody going crazy?
And the other part of it, his cousin was the co-founder of Black Lives Matter.
I forgot about that. Was
Hold up.
Yeah. So it almost feels
that's a
like
great.
I watched her Saturday. Was it Saturday morning? She was on
Hold
one of
on,
the show Joy and
I'm gonna
Reed,
show it right now, Alicia.
and it's almost like she may feel that this retaliation.
Hold
Um,
on, Danny. I'm gonna bring you up to
As
speed.
many of you know, my cousin was killed at the hands of LAPD on January 3rd. He leaves behind a fiance, a child, siblings, cousins, uncles, aunts, grandmothers. And I am still in shock. But I'm really clear. We've spent the last 10 years calling for the end of state violence, calling for law enforcement to be challenged. And for the most part, elected officials have gaslit us, have told us that we don't know what we're talking about. The media has gone after us, has told us we're liars. But what I'm clear about is that my cousin should be alive right now. Keenan should be alive. And the other two individuals, Oscar and Takar, who were killed by LAPD, they should be alive. All of our loved ones who've had interactions with the police, who've ended in death, should be alive. If folks were feeling unclear about the next steps of this movement, if people were feeling like, what happened to the work, now's the time to recommit. We have to recommit.
So you hear that? So you know that was deep.
Fox News was saying she stole some money from the Black Lives Matter. Oh, that was a hit. That was a hit.
That's what you said, right, Alicia? You said retaliation, Alicia.
That
yeah,
was a hit. That was the proof
yeah,
of point to her. Where's my son in Tamika Mallory? Whoa,
right,
they know that was a hit. Wow. They made a
yeah,
flip out of her because they mad at her. They saying she got all this money and bought a $3 million house off of that shit that happened with what's his name? Floyd. Yeah. They mad at her about that. Wow. Yeah, I believe that, Alicia. That's a hit. I ain't know.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a hit. That's in your face. Oh, they do it in your face too. Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
she did something Saturday morning on one of the talk shows, Joy Reid, and the impression I got what she was saying, she was still a little in shock, like if this was personal.
Yup. That was a hit.
So
That was a hit.
you just don't know anymore.
Where's Tamika Mallory and my son?
Mm-hmm. Like
Hold
where?
up, they all work together.
Yes,
That's
they do.
Tamika homegirl. Hold up, y'all. That's
And they haven't, Tamika Mallory, they haven't made a statement yet because I've been looking for this. I haven't seen.
That's why I didn't know the dude was dead, sis. Because I watch all of that shit. I watch Fox News,
They
all
So
of that.
still they
so
still
so so
that
so
90
so
million they got a couple of years ago.
Who?
Black Lives Matter. That same
so
system right there is 90 million they got up. It was like I think it
Yeah.
was like when the books
so
cleared, it was
so
like 42 million or something like that that was left
They
over.
got her
Like
off of that, and they was right. They was on her ass. Tucker Carlson from Fox News, they was on her ass about that shit. And now all of a sudden, it's about how much? About 6 months later. Look at that.
so
Look at
so 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 Danny, here at JAH TV, one of the things that I like to do is put the truth on the table. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
Because a lot of our people, unless we produce the content, people ain't gonna know what's going on.
okay,
You know what I'm saying? Like some people didn't even, like you said, no, some people never even heard of this situation, and it just happened recently.
correct. And I see our new pick bits, little parts. Hey, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So if you, Danny, if you read this right here, look, this is what this is what the coroner is saying. Look at that.
Blood screen are two separate specimens of Keenan blood collected from the hospital. Laboratory reports conclude that each specimen tested positive for cocaine, metabolite, cannabinoids, Los Angeles Court. Oh, hell no. That fast?
You see what I'm saying? So they're
You
gonna.
don't get sexology shit back that fast. When that court charges, bro, when they catch your charges, they got to send every drug specimen to the lab. If I get caught with drugs right now, that shit have to go to a lab to get tested to prove it's that drug. It's no way this fast that drug. Hell, no. What they saying that? So his body got tested that fast for drugs.
I mean, that don't take that long in all actuality. It's the how long was these dudes tested for that taser? That's the real question. Like toxology, I go take a drug test right now. You know what I'm saying? You got my results back in a minute. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but they still got to confirm it. It still got to go away when you're dealing with a court case. Any type of anything that could be your life is at stake. They still got to confirm it. I don't know if they do that for bodies. You're right, but yeah. So you're right. The coroner should have determined right then and there the taser was the cause of the cardiac arrest. You're right.
So,
Apparently, so this incident actually happened on January 3rd. So, and the coroner came, if I'm not mistaken, Anthony, the coroner came out with that yesterday, right? I
Yeah, it's
believe.
recent. Yeah, definitely recent.
I don't know if that's enough time
Well,
or.
my homeboy that passed away, like I told y'all, he was shot. He drove himself to the hospital. When he was shot, he didn't die from the bullet wounds. They say he died because he went into cardiac arrest. The
Mhm.
only thing that kept him alive, they said, was the ecstasy pills. He was that high that kept him alive. So in my mind, if they said the X pill kept him alive, so then it's the cardiac, like you said, it was the electricity to the heart, right?
Mhm.
Think about the Scarface movie. He was shot all them times. What kept him alive? The coke. Right
Probably.
or wrong?
yeah. I mean, even that theory and with like the machine that when they put it on your chest clear, that gives you a certain amount of voltage to start your heart from not beating.
But
From
it'll
not
kill you
beating
too.
from not beating to beating again. So now imagine when your shit is going crazy and they hit it with a joke. That's like jumping a car that's already lit.
Mm.
Right.
Y'all done put me in another mode. I ain't know he passed y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely passed, and like we just wanted to basically, you know, I definitely had to do something on this, and today is Martin Luther King Day, and I just wanted to bring forth this content and also honor him and respect the fact that Martin Luther King, you know, he's a soldier in my eyes because he went through a whole lot
Can
to
I
get.
ask you guys something? You fellas something? As black men, I know I got a son. Um, and his dad definitely is changed. Did years, and now he's trying to change and whatever. As black men, now I know Nas is 7 now, and I'm scared to death, and I'm trying to do my best to keep him in a certain path, but that don't mean just because I keep him in a certain path, I might can buy him a BMW and the police could think he's a drug dealer from that, from a car I brought him. As black men, how do y'all feel about y'all kids or y'all boys or even y'all self just one night over your homeboy house that he just brought in a nice neighborhood and you leaving from celebrating? How do you feel?
Me personally, my son is 23. He just graduated from college.
Congratulations.
He grew up in Brooklyn in the hood. He I try to instill the same thing my mother did with me and my dad did with me, and just have your IDs. Same thing that the sisters were saying earlier. A certain level of compliance, like you were saying earlier, says yes sir, no sir. Certain stuff like that helps ease the situation. Not saying it's going to be easy, but that helps ease the situation. And another thing for me is I never focus on that in my household, in my cipher. They don't get that much play at the dinner table for me. You understand? How was your day? What you doing tomorrow? What's cracking for practice on Saturday? What you playing next? We have our own cipher so that when he walking down the street, he usually dolo with his music in. It's gonna
Keep
be
that negative energy away. Got it.
right. Keep him focused, keep him conscious, but keep him focused at the same time.
Yo, we can't hear you, 3D.
You on mute, bro?
We can't hear you, bro. Unmute your mic. Go out and come back in.
Yeah.
Go out and come back in.
But even with that,
Yo,
son,
but
you say you keep your son in the sports. He doing everything. You keeping him on the right path. Say he just with his homeboys. They leaving a party, bro. Having fun.
That's a fact, and it's funny, like
sad, but like you said, you tell him to do the right thing.
Just recently, like he was in a car accident in PA where they went sideways through a damn store. These idiots, you know what I'm saying? I tell them all the time, like you saying, like it wasn't even the police, it was them this time. I almost had a heart attack. You feel me? So we just gotta keep them focused and conscious, because even when the police ain't involved, they still them out. We still them. I'm gonna say them because I was him at one point. You know what I'm saying? Ace was him at one point. So you know what I'm saying? We gotta just stay conscious so that we can limit the mistakes. We can limit the liability to ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
And we see the thing is that that's the being black.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you could go to a party and you could just have a good time or whatever. You remember Khalif brother?
Yeah.
Danny? So him and his friend just was coming from a party when that happened. You know why? Because part of recreation for some of the police, right? You know what part of the recreation is? Yo, man, they look like they did something. They look like they're doing something.
Yep.
And they start locking people up for no reason. You are you familiar with the police Louis Scarcella?
No, I don't, but I do know in my area, you know, I'm from Richmond, Virginia, and they call it, we call it, they gotta hit their quota. When they start fucking with you, they gotta hit their quota. And really shit going on. And they got a certain amount of people that they gotta hit and lock the fuck up by the end of the month.
No, but look up that Alicia, Danny. Look up when y'all get a chance after y'all get off here, look up that detective name.
But Danny, real quick, Danny, to piggyback off what you're saying, right? I spent some considerable time in Richmond getting money, Jackson Ward, East Side, you know, North Side, Brookfield Gardens. That Richmond police get crazy as well. And they roll in a one car system where it's one cop per car. So if it's 3 cops on the scene, it's gonna be 3 cars on the scene. They light it up when they light it up. And they don't even ask no questions. You're just going down and they'll figure it out before they release you.
And that's why I feel like it's no need. I already know. Talk to my lawyer. It's no need. It's nothing I say. I'm going to jail.
Take you to the court.
Nothing you can say.
Take you to court.
It's nothing you can say, y'all. Let them do what they do. Hey, go talk to the magistrate. Get your bond if you can get one. Other than that, it's nothing you can do. You can't talk your way out of it. You can't beat your way out of it. It's nothing you can do. You're going to get an extra charge. Try and run. Just follow the protocols, the laws of the land, bro, and let them people look stupid in court. Because I done had a lot of cops thought they was with it, and my fucking lawyer I'm telling you, beat them down. So it just is what it is.
Yo, D, what you were saying, Derek?
Oh, I almost forgot. Damn it, word up. Getting too old for this shit. Nah, I got 11-year-old. What I was saying, basically, I got 11-year-old, and like Sonny said, I don't really focus. I don't focus Drew on that, bro. You know what I'm saying? But what I do let him know is who he is, though, and I do let him know he's a black man, and he does have things he has to look out for. But again, I'm like you, Sonny. That ain't the thing that come up in the kitchen. I let him know. Listen, boy, what are you doing in school today? Who are you in school? I'm great. All right, then that's all. That's all. I need you to be great your whole life, but I need you to understand that you're a black man and that there's things that you shouldn't do around certain people. That's how I look at it. Or you shouldn't act a certain way around certain people. You know what I mean? But Ace on my son, like my son is probably the last person I really worry about like that. But I understand, bro, because I was there already. You know what I mean? So I'm scared from period just being a black man, but I don't teach him fear though. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna teach my son fear from nothing. So it is what it is.
For nothing, be a god and be.
So he is. He's a king. Man.
Be a gangster, but be a gentleman. You got a lot of gangsters, but
yo, listen, his gangsterism is being able to get that business start that he wants. That's his gangster side. You know what I mean? Like he gonna show us how it's done on that side. All that street stuff, he let daddy do that. So I'm good. He good on that. You heard?
That's the fact.
And
he know it's still in the pocket if he got to pull it out.
You know what I mean?
Alicia, you said you got a. Alicia, you said you got a question.
I had a question for I don't know everybody's past history, but what at the age of 16, what would have been something that was said to you or offered to you that would have changed the trajectory of your life? Like, what could somebody have said something to you that would have changed everything, how you moved from 16 and above? Like, what would be the one thing that could have changed your life?
I think that me personally, I think that I was presented with great things. It was all in front of me. But what I saw was the streets. What I saw was the older dudes in my neighborhood that I looked up to that had all the jewelry and had all the girls, the cars, and all that. That became fascinated to me. So nothing at that point in time, Alicia, keeping it real, the good, positive stuff was going in one ear and out the other.
Oh.
Because I already had made up my mind already, even before then, what I wanted to do and who I wanted to be. You see what I'm saying? Even around
the life.
Huh?
Even around the life.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I knew it was wrong, right? But still in all, I was captivated by what I saw.
Yeah.
Way before that.
Right.
So before 16, I seen it and wanted it.
Yeah.
So that's why I partook in negative behavior, negative activities, which led to me to criminal thinking. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I asked because, and I tell you, I have a stepson, he's 16, and every opportunity to have everything for you is, like you said, it's presented to him. It's, he's smart in school, but he has the backing. He has 100% support. He is everything to move forward on a positive note is there, but he chooses not to. And I'm wondering, is there something that could be said to say, maybe have him think another way? So this summer, he uh, went to some store in Queens on Jamaica Avenue, got shot, almost lost his life. He could have been in jail. He had a warrant because he stole something from somebody on the street, and got through that. And that was in the summertime. And now this winter, he's still like, he has this intention that it's not over. Like, he can't wait to get better, to get back out there. And I'm thinking
they got the spirit of followism. See, a lot of these kids look at what the next person doing, or you know what I mean, or they followers, baby, and it's funky. It's a bad spirit to have.
Let me say this. Go ahead, Sonny.
I was gonna say because it might be a case of that, right? But like I'm similar to Ace, where I had different things presented to me as well, both sides. But I chose to stay this side, right? And I think what happens with a lot of the youth, sometimes when we see the masses doing this, it seems easier. So that 2% might be doing that, but you gotta show me what the end of the road is over there. If you don't show me that, I see that Ace, I see he did this and he got that.
And he got it fast. He got his stuff
Telling me a long way down the road at 16, 4 years is almost like it's a big. It's like an eighth of my life almost. Like you telling me a big chunk of my life. 4 years from now, I'm gonna get this. Where right now I can get that. So I think a lot of what needs to be done is need to be shown from both sides. The bad guys need to say how bad jail is. I think a lot of times dudes will, so I was getting it out there, man. Fighting dudes just because I won. People think they got the blueprint for that. And for the gold chain, for the bins, I'll do that. And everybody's not built for that.
That's why, Sonny, you just kind of gave me the answer I was about to give you, sis. Right, what you can do with them, right? You got dudes like Ace, right? Ace is still out there as far as community work with the youth and all of that. You need to take them and let them see a dude like Ace, me, Sonny, like the guys that been in it and about it. I don't get it twisted. I'm not telling you he's gonna be better after he see us.
Right.
But
they still have to know it.
Let them understand that there's stories. Let them understand that there's stories that's not successful, but that you can be successful. But we know how to stay successful now. I think he'll probably change his ways a little bit. You know what I mean?
But y'all fellas gotta understand, y'all have the blueprint. A nigga don't want to hear what nobody told them and they dirty, fucked up on the hood, teeth missing. Y'all showed them, okay, I did 10 years, 3 years, 2 years, and this the outcome. Look at me. Family.
Yeah. I was about to say, look, like
Sonny said, they want to see action. These guys don't believe in talk.
But see, right. Let me just piggyback on what Sis said just now. Sometimes that don't really work because now you can say you did a bunch of this and you did a bunch of that. You did the time, you did the crime, you did the time. Now you said you got the family, you got this. They're gonna be like, all right, well, so-and-so did it. They got the house and the family. I can still take that shot. It's worth it. Now we gotta keep, like Ace always say, Ace can tell you whatever he wants about his experience, but Ace will have you shaking in your boots about it. Ace will never glorify it in a way where it seems like
it's not nice.
Exactly. That's how
my grandma died with my last court case. My grandma died.
But that's how it's most.
I didn't want to change.
I don't glorify that shit. And I mean, I hate prison. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is the worst part of my life, period. You know what I mean? I met some of the greatest people I know, don't get it twisted, but still one of the worst part of my life. But when I say to bring dudes like Ace, because he already talked to youth, he already got guys that's not going to jail because they were going to jail. They on the verge of going, and now they're trying to change their life. So those are things that he say, and you can show people. Because you're not going to get the $100,000 in a week, but you can get it.
Not just Ace, and I want to salute all you guys and salute the Ace for bringing me up here, and you too, Miss Alicia. I'm blessed to actually experience this because, like, guys like y'all, the way y'all speaking, you got guys that ain't touched the jail. They can't even hold a conversation like this. This is what we're dealing with, and to see you guys just be able to speak with that mentality and just consistent with it, and I can understand it, bro. I don't think you guys are really big on YouTube, bro. Y'all super appreciate it because the goal is to change the lives of a lot of people, and y'all doing it, bro.
Well, yeah, that's why me personally, that's why I do what I do, because I never want to see individuals go through what I've been through and go through what some of my comrades have been through, because it's not a joke.
Yeah, I don't know about your life. I gotta get into you.
Yeah,
Ace.
Yeah, we were once, a lot of us was that guy, was Keenan, right? We was Keenan Anderson at one point in time. We had encounters with the police. It's just that our outcome didn't end that way.
Got a couple of bruises to prove my shit. Yo, fucking
you hear me, Danny?
Yeah,
we had encounters with the police, but it's just that our life didn't end.
Right.
So we was in his shoes, so we can relate.
And I get what you say. Get him involved with some of the people we have. We got him involved because he lives in Queens with 100 suits. A mentor with there.
Kevin, right?
I brought myself to my job. I work with ACE, you know. So I brought him into one of the groups where these guys just came home from parole. I picked 3 people. Dude just did 35, 42 years these years, just to let him see, like, anything like a joke. And like to say, he was like, well, that's not going to happen to me. I'm not going to jail. I'm not doing any, you know, that's, I don't, he sees what the internet and Instagram have, like, oh, I could get this in, like you said, 4 days and be rich. Why should I go to college and wait 4 years and another 4 years do graduate school just to be rich, and I could get what I could get now? You know, um, my point in bringing up the question is because I wanted to know if it's time just to get that hard love and let them just, hey, this,
Yes.
No, he gonna
you
have
know,
to feel. He might
Yeah.
have to feel
you
that
might,
fire
yeah,
sooner or later at
Yeah.
some point, because at some point you know the talking,
You gotta let it go. You got that leash
yeah,
it's
go.
like it
My
don't
mom
work.
did it for me. Every
You know
time
what I
I
mean?
call, hey, she like this, but call your baby father. She
So we
double.
want. So I want to, before we go any further, Danny, I want to I gotta put this up in the air. So for those who not subscribed to JAH-ACE TV, I don't know what y'all waiting for, man.
Facts.
Go subscribe,
Man,
man.
Facts.
Go subscribe, hit that like button, share this,
That butt
and at the
go
same
crazy, man.
time, make sure you comment, man. I'm gonna continue to keep putting out this content so that the people could get up and wake up. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might see some negative on my platform, but in life, everything is a duality, 3D.
Facts.
yeah,
So, you know, but at the
Negative
end of the
becomes a
day,
positive, though. That's the whole thing with
yeah,
your platform.
but you're gonna get some substance,
But, right.
I know it.
right?
The
So,
negative becomes a positive, bro. That's what it is.
so I wanna first of all, we wanna, you know, show love on this day. We want to give props and honor to Martin Luther King, because
Yes,
there was
Lord.
a point in time where every state didn't celebrate his birthday, 3D.
Facts.
hmm,
God.
Why
Facts.
is that? Sonny, why certain states didn't want to celebrate Martin Luther King Day?
I
Why?
know Arizona was one of the last, and they was they didn't want to recognize it as a national
A
holiday. I guess
nationality. Fact.
they got their they got their own ideologies about what holidays should be or not. But I always say, I was saying earlier, man, we gotta stop even looking for them, man. We supposed to
Period.
just shut it down. We taking off on that day. We taking
Period.
off on that day. Look at the God right
Salute, yo,
Ah, look at Mike.
there.
Big
God
Mike.
salute,
right there. God
salute,
right
man.
there.
Salute
Big
them.
Mike.
I mean,
Salute to
3D.
Mike.
Salute the Martin Luther
You
King, man.
already know, champ.
We want to, you know,
It is your
show
way, brother.
honor and respect, man.
That's a
It is
fact.
your way, brother. It is
You
what it
know,
is.
definitely,
Respect
man.
is
We
just.
honor and we respect what he did for us, man. At the end of the day, man.
Like
Yo,
I
man,
said,
coming up, I used to be real critical on Martin Luther King, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, man. Like coming up, like as a teenager and shit like that, I used to be real rough on Martin Luther King for a lot of reasons. And as I became a man, I really realized a lot, like what Ace said, like that man was really going outside every day. I used to feel like, man, he get paid for speeches and he wants us to integrate. And I had the opposite thing.
He got in the field. He had to get in their world.
But like my dad says, the man still had a family. He still got to get paid for, you know what I'm saying, for moving around. And
Right.
as I got older, I'm like, this man really had 5 kids. He didn't really have to do what he did. He really had, and on some peaceful stuff, like he ain't even swing back. So, you know, as I got older, as a man that sometimes had a lot of hard times controlling himself with violence, I can respect that man and his
you
stance
hear
against
me?
violence. You know what I'm saying?
Any black man at during that time
Can
that
y'all
can
hear
have
me?
white niggas standing beside
Yeah.
him watching. Salute to him. He had white boys up there. You know what I mean? During that time. Salute to Martin for that.
No, but you know what happened was when we was going to school. First of all, the teachers wasn't teaching us shit when it came down to our history and stuff like that. You know why, right? They they wanted us to stay in the blind.
Of
Correct.
course.
So they only told us about what a little piece of what he did. A lot of people I know is self-taught,
That's the only
especially
way to learn. If you want to learn, you have to go to a book. That's the only
especially
way.
especially the dudes that I know that ended up going like not listening to their parents, not listening to their family. The ones that went to prison, everybody I know that went to prison is self-taught. Because all we had was each other and all we had was books.
That's what I love about. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. You know, I grew up under Christian. My grandma was a Jehovah's Witness recipes, and I'm gonna be, my mom and them Baptist, and it was what it was. But I always was drawn to the Muslim religion, bro. But you know, I was so much in that world, and I'm getting there. I'm calming down. It took time, but at 5% of lifestyle, just and one thing I like about the 5% of lifestyle, it's taught that a brother give you the knowledge or earth should give you the knowledge, and you proceed to take of it what you want. And I think that's what it is, bro. Just like the Bible, it's a manuscript. You learn it and you go out and preach the word. And that's what my grandma did with the Jehovah's Witness. She just went out and spread the word. And you, like you said, you take from what it is. It was self-taught, bro. And prison saved a lot of you guys. It did. It did. If my baby father didn't do them 15 years, he would be dead. He would.
A lot of people won't admit that 3D.
He would be dead, bro. He know that. He
I
said
only
it.
had a couple places to go. That's it. Prison or
He
jail,
knew
a
that.
sentence for death. So it is what it was.
He knew
That's the
it.
whole fact.
I want yo 3D, yo 3D, Danny, Sonny. So I wanna show the people that just came in or whatever. I want to show them that video so that they can feel what we felt.
I can't watch the video again. Go ahead, Clint, run it.
Nah, bro, we got to, bro.
Video give me anxiety, bro. Go ahead.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. This shit is fucking me outside. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I ain't know that was that.
Yo, we gotta put this fire out there on the table.
I ain't mad at you, bro. You gotta do what you do. I'm just letting you know that shit does make you motherfucker feel the way, though.
I'm about lighting the fire.
3D don't even look at the screen. Look, 3D looking away.
I'm good. I saw it like 8 times.
Stop it right now. Turn over. Turn over, I'm gonna tase you. Turn over or I'm gonna tase you. Turn over, I'm gonna tase you. Yes. Watch your elbow, partner.
You're trying to George for me. You're trying to George.
Stop it. Stop it or I'm gonna tase you. Okay, stop it or I'm gonna tase you. Stop it or I'm gonna tase you.
Stop. Please stop resisting. Please. Please.
I'm gonna tase him. I'm gonna tase him.
You're trying to kill me. You're trying to kill me. Leave me alone.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Yes, sir.
Don't resist.
No.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
Okay.
Stop it.
Help.
Stop
Help,
it.
please. Help.
Do not
I'm not
move.
resisting. I'm not resisting.
He said okay. He said okay.
So for the people that just coming in, that's seeing the video for the first time, by him being tased like that, it killed him.
And he said okay, bro. He was resisting, then he stopped and said okay.
Did he say something about George Floyd in the beginning?
Yes, they trying to George Floyd.
He said they trying to George Floyd me.
That should have made them in their mind automatically, ethically.
Yeah, he
if
said
I'm a
that.
cop, automatically I would stop from them saying that. I would be like, white or black. It was scary.
Automatically, I would stop with my knee in somebody's back and their hands behind their back. Like how?
I would stop tasing from that. It would make me be like, oh, okay, hold up. This big. This could go somewhere ugly. Damn, bro.
Billy, hit the link in the bio.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing, though, that we can't go forward, Danny, ignoring this like it didn't happen. You understand what I'm saying? This is not going to be the last time.
It wasn't the first.
So all of us up here got kids, right?
Yep.
So we got to worry about our kids every time they walk out that door. Every time we not around them, we got to worry. Shit is crazy, man. You trying to tell me that cop have remorse?
Not at all. Not at all, champ.
No, not to keep just doing that. No.
Nope. Impossible.
No.
So every time he pressed it, 3D, that's 50,000 voltage going in his body.
What they said it was. Yo, Sonny, what you said it was like 10 seconds? What is it? 5 seconds?
Sonny, you counted how long he was doing it for, Sonny?
Yeah.
I can't hear you, man.
Nah, I didn't count nothing. I couldn't count nothing.
He didn't like snap release. Hell no. What was that about?
Sonny, I just see it was on the back side of the dude's heart. That's the first thing I noticed.
Sonny, I need you to do the math. Hold on, bro. I need you to do the math.
I can't watch it again.
Yo, stop, bro. No,
all right. My bad.
Job been there. Johnny said some shit. He like, no, you gotta watch this shit.
I know what he's saying though, because
you have to watch it.
Nah, you know what, Ace? I get it, because we do need to watch. We do need to understand why we should be so mad, bro. Like, we should be as mad as we are, bro. There's no way things like that's supposed to happen, bro.
You just said that you got an 11-year-old.
Exactly.
So you gotta watch it.
Yeah.
How old would that do? Because we in danger from 11 to 40 something. Because
that ain't like he's a little older, man. I mean, younger, huh?
He's 31 years old. He's 31 and he's a school teacher. What about his students will never see him again? What about all the kids? Yeah.
They say he was half cocaine. Oh man.
3D, count the time for me, please.
More. Yes, bro. Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna tase him. I'm gonna tase him. He's been trying to kill me. He's trying to kill me. Leave me alone. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Don't resist. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Stop it. Help. Stop it. Help, please. Help. Do not move. No resistance. Do not move. Okay. If not, I'm gonna tase you again. Okay.
Nah, bro. Help me. Okay. Nah, bro. I stopped counting.
Stop it. Stop it.
Bro, he's literally, bro, and he's moving it, and that's it off, bro. He gotta be, bro. He gotta get some kind of criminal charges, bro. That's crazy, bro.
I counted 7 up until when dude said,
"See,
no, I'm not resisting." Then they paused, and he still hit him with 2 more.
Yo, but the ill shit is you counting this. You counting how many times? I was counting the seconds he had on his body, bro.
Oh, his back, in the middle of his back.
Bro, I had yo, Sonny, I was
in the back of his heart,
body, bro, and I stopped at like 70.
Yeah,
over a minute, bro.
So 3D and went crazy.
That's the number I'm looking for, 3D. The number you talking about is what I want.
Almost a minute, bro. Like, I'm not doing that, bro. Like, that's crazy, bro.
Every pull is like 10 seconds too. So he giving it. It's almost automatic.
So think what you said. If every pull 10 seconds, you count 7 times. That's 70 right there.
That's crazy, bro.
Come on, bro.
And he put it back in his back when he said, "Okay."
Then look, he's like, "Yo, this side not doing it." He went to another side and hit him, like he moved it up and hit it. Like, come on, bro.
In the middle part of his back spine area. You know how your heart beat.
Yeah.
Wow.
See what I'm saying, Keenan? So if y'all want to look more into the story, y'all can go Google Keenan Anderson, and y'all will see more about the story and everything as it pertains to him.
Do y'all think he put it in the way he placed it in his back? It was like he knew where it was hitting at.
Possibly.
On top of the fact that his students won't see him anymore, what psychological effect does this have on them as to how he passed? Because it's different.
He died. I remember growing up in school, I had 2 classmates die. That shit fuck you up when you get a kid.
But I mean, just he died in his sleep, they would be messed up if he was a good teacher. Everybody got that good teacher.
Oh yeah, they heard he's like, bro,
now he got killed by police.
They're with him 40 hours a week. Your teacher is like your parent, bro. You're with them more than your fucking mom and dad.
That's a fact.
And they got cell phones, so the images are there. The images,
look at this. All of his students will need to be
my God.
All his students will need to be counseled. They're gonna need to be evaluated because the trauma, they all seeing it over and over and over. They're looking at the video over and over and over. They're not gonna be able to function in no classroom, bro.
I'm traumatized to see it over and
over. Bro. Yo, Sonny. Yo.
I'm grown.
I've seen a lot of stuff in my life, man, but that right, it's because it's overkill, bro. I think, you know what I mean? It's like that's what really got me traumatized. Is overkill, bro.
Yeah, very excessive.
Yeah, man.
Do
But
you
look
think
at yo,
it's more traumatizing because they doing it now in our face?
Let me,
It's
yeah,
because it's out there more. It's more
let me,
times because you see it all the time now. Like
let me,
good.
let me ask the fellas this, right? Like I see videos sometimes when a cop take off their belt and shoot the fair one with dudes, right? Do we? You know, I love a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Whether I'm in it, whether I respect two dudes, two gladiators, whatever. But do we respect that? Is he putting
Hell
his head on the
yeah,
line?
because they ain't trying to kill you. They like, man, fuck that. I'm gonna shoot you. I'm
I
gonna put
wish
you
he
to
would, bro.
bed.
I would love that. As long as we gotta understand that after the
Cam
slow way
Stone,
that
salute.
ass get whipped, I'm not going to jail. I'm with that. I'd rather like that, bro. And I gotta be from both ends, though, bro. We can't be cowards out here. And the cop did that, and then we do some sucker shit if we get our ass spanked and want to sue and all that. So that comes from both ends, bro.
That's
Is
a
this you know
fact.
what I'm saying, bro? Because the cop, come on, bro.
But the videos I saw, the cops had hands. Actually, they took them. They took
That's
the.
why they take them off, though. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I know what I could do with mine.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. But I just wanted to basically, put this together and put this out there in the air so that the people could just to give the people something to think about as we go on in our life every day. We get to see that certain things continue to happen. Ain't nothing changed really. Today is MLK Day, right? Martin Luther King Jr. Day, but certain things still ain't changed.
So
Right.
Ace, I don't really know you like that. You know, I met you through 050, salute to Harlem and China Brown.
Yeah,
My
salute,
guys.
salute,
Salute to
salute,
you.
salute.
Hey, your platform fire. I like this. You
You
know
already
me,
know.
I'm with the hood shit, and then
I
I'm with the
already know.
but
Yeah,
what do you do in the community? And like if you don't
yo,
mind me asking, how
no,
long did you do in
I,
the system?
you can ask me anything. I'm an open book. I did 17 years, right? And what I do since I've been home, first thing I did was volunteer, right? Because I already knew that I wanted to, like, I had a plan before. See, a lot of people don't know things don't start when you get home. You got to have a plan before you get home. So part of my plan was to, I know I destroyed the community, right? I know I did a lot of dirt, a lot of fucked up things. So I was like, yo, I gotta find a way I could give back. So the first thing I did was I volunteered and I was working with juveniles, little kids, and I was doing it for free. So when I was doing that for free, some of my peoples like Mo Blind, Sharif may rest in peace, and some other brothers, they was working with youths and everything, and I seen what they was doing. I seen the impact they was making, and that's when I said, yo, you know what? This is where I supposed to be. This is what I supposed to be doing, and I've been doing it since. So I done been to juvenile detentions. I done been speaking in Crossroads and all these other places. I done been to schools, and so what I do now is, I'm a counselor. I'm a community advocate. You know what I mean? I'm a motivational speaker. So my list goes on and on and on, and I'm gonna continue doing this work. I
Damn.
help I help people get jobs. I
Yeah.
I know how to do resumes. I help people with their resume. I
Yeah.
do a lot of stuff, man. Like,
This connection is crazy because salute to my homeboy Paul, he from Richmond, where he's from, Newport News. He had 26. He had life plus years over that without parole, end up coming home from doing work, doing what he was supposed to do, writing letters, end up doing 26. Salute, free the guys. Now his goal is to bring guys home. He best friends with Allen Iverson, and he do a lot of work in the community. He don't do what you do for the youth. His goal is because his two sons end up being in there for life now, and he feel like he's a part of the reason. So now his goal is trying to help guys that are under the Virginia law where it was no parole after a certain time. So we trying to get that back. And I feel like this Luke, that's a blessing because you working with the youth, and I'm definitely gonna forward with your shit to Paul because
so,
that's what he do.
and to add on, like, I also work with adults. Like, I branch mine off. I don't just do I don't just do the
You
youth no more. I branched it off to adults.
This
Like
is
so, I got right now I'm working with young individuals with gun charges. Like I'm in control of 15. Well, not in control. Let me not use that word. I counsel and manage 15 young individuals that got gun charges right now. That's part of my job. Like all of them got gun charges. So I'm part of helping, you know, move that violence to the side and get them to start thinking about other things. You understand what I'm saying?
hell yeah. This crazy. I'm kind of like blown away because
I
this
don't
is exactly
I don't
my,
talk about it. I don't talk about it. That's why.
yeah. This
So
is crazy.
some people
This is
might not
crazy.
know, but I don't really talk about it all the time.
This is crazy. And a lot of the guys, I need y'all to understand, don't think because you got these backgrounds or felonies and stuff, that's who they want to work with. You do what you supposed to do and you get in good with them, bro, they'll get you a contract, bro. You'll be getting paid through the man. My homeboy got contracts with the police, commissioners and you know what I mean, the governors and all that to help bring the guys home, free the guys, free the girls. That's what it's about.
Facts.
That's what it's about. Because a lot of them want to come home and do right. And you can
Yeah,
say,
yeah, yeah.
if you niggas want to go to jail and mess up your life, go ahead and bring the people home that want to come home and do better.
So that's a big part of my job and what I do is to reduce recidivism. You ever heard that word,
Mm-hmm.
Danny? So to reduce recidivism, that's just saying that part of my job is to keep individuals from going in and out of prison, that revolving door.
Correct.
So
Because when
I'm
you
one of
leave, they tell you, I'm going to see you again. You'll be back.
hmm
They
yeah,
tell
man. So salute to everybody that came in today. You know what I'm saying? And Sonny, I ain't mean to mess up your mind today, man, about keep showing the video, man. But
I'm gonna go ahead and check out. You know, I'm about to go live and talk how black this was lit. Salute to you fellas. This a different vibe. You know how I get down, job.
and, and yeah, I know you get down and dirty. I know that.
It get dark, but it's also
But
it's a mission there. It's a reason.
I advise everybody who maybe if you just tuning in to JAH-ACE TV, not I want you to subscribe, but I also want you to go through the whole channel, and then when you look at my videos and everything, you'll basically see what I'm about.
Got it.
Because
I like that.
JAH-ACE TV deal with versatility. I'm versatile.
I like that.
Like tomorrow, I might be talking about fashion or somebody, or you never know. Or I
Look
might
at
be talking,
3D tripping. Look at
My bro. My bro, he
or
does what he do, man.
I
That's
ain't
my
know
bro
he
for
was
sure.
that cool. I ain't know he was cool. Job there, yo.
Nah, that's
Smooth.
my bro.
I might be talking.
Smooth, bruh.
I might be talking about the mayor, and maybe I don't like some of the things that he's doing. I might be talking about that. I might be talking about how they saying weed is legal, right,
Yeah.
in New York, but all the stores that they bum rushing, Sonny, is black owned.
Yeah, the
What,
other
Oh,
dude,
the
the
ones
other dude
that
was
don't have their
speaking too.
license yet.
quote unquote, that they don't have their license? Why is it all the black people, bro?
Cause niggas ain't trying to pay that fee. Black niggas
Nah,
ain't
but
pay nobody
technically,
to pay.
only two in New York that actually paid it. Technically, the only two. There's only two up. There's only two.
I
Black
want
people
in.
ain't paying that fee, bro.
I
Niggas like
want in
we
on
not
that. I
paying
want
that
in on
fee.
that panel, man.
You have to just because they say it's free and you can do it, it's not illegal, don't mean you don't have to pay a tax on it.
No,
Don't
you
get
gotta
it
get your
fucked up.
license for it. That's what it is. They don't have their
Yeah.
license. That's all.
Black people not getting no life. First of all, we can't get the license. We fucking criminals. We
Nah,
got to find
Nah, but
somebody.
see, but
We
now
got to
hold up
find
though.
somebody to get
that's
the
not true.
license that's not a felon that we can trust.
But
That's
hold up though, sis.
certified.
You got Arab dudes and Middle Eastern dudes in the store same way with no license doing the same thing, and they
Doing
not
the
Bro, but
same
getting.
they
thing.
got, but
Yep.
look, you notice they got family members. They throw it in their name, bro. That's why they circulate every 7 years. Every 7 years, the corner store got new niggas. Come on, bro. That's the game.
I want everybody to be on. I want everybody to be on the lookout for certain some things that I got coming up. I got the big story coming up. I'm doing a big story on Simbad, aka Simeon from out of Flatbush, legendary dude out of Flatbush that, you know, he definitely paved the way for a lot of people, and you know, he did his thing, man. He got deported. You know, he's one of the people that we grew up together. That's family. And he came a long way. I'm gonna be doing a story on him. That's coming up. I got the Batman and Robin. I got that coming up. Batman and Robin together on the platform. There's a lot of things coming up on JAH-ACE TV, man. And
salute
to everybody, man.
Salute to y'all fellas. Much love. Flatbush though. Is that where Matt from?
Matt Hoffa?
Yeah.
Nah,
Kodiak.
he from Crown Heights.
Crown Heights.
Okay, but salute to that. Love New York. Love you guys. Love y'all energy. Keep doing what y'all doing. We'll pull up whenever
Good
you
looking,
guys.
sir.
Yo,
much love, fellas. Keep doing what you're doing. Love y'all.
I'm gonna close out with this picture right here, though. 3D.
That's what I'm. This guy.
You know, the man ain't want no problem, Sonny.
Yeah, salute, man. Salute to him, man. Blessings to his family.
Blessings to his family for sure, man. You know, salute to you, bro, and you know, stand firm, my guy.
All right, bro. Love you.
Stay up, man. Stay up. Stay sucker free, man, and you know, keep doing your thing, homie. Salute to everybody that came in the building. Hit that like button on your way out, man. Hit that subscribe button, man, and definitely hit the notification bell so that when I drop a video, you'll be notified right away. Salute. Salute to the. You already know what it is, y'all.